Hello Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Here to do your fall 2020 end of year 2020 reading. Hope you all are doing well. Had a good summer. Welcome back to subscribers. Welcome to anyone new to my channel. This is an overview. What's highlighted the most for you, your home, family, and your work, professional life, your finances, sense of security overall, and your emotional life. We're going to see what comes up for clarity, confirmation, forewarning for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus as well if you're interested in love messages. So let's get into this. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. Over home. Looks like emotionally. Let's see what's going on. Okay, that's why. Okay. All right. Overall energy, what I'm picking up for you guys, Aquarius, this is moon energy here, Three of Swords. So, you guys are going to be in your feelings. You're going to be very emotional. Emotional and expressing those emotions, releasing those emotions. But I'm also feeling like a bleeding heart. But I don't want to start with love, but with this and this, it's so aligned. I'm gonna try to stick with, well, they all kind of connect too when I do that sometimes, but maybe starting off a little backwards for you guys, maybe. So yeah, maybe. Well, okay, so some of you are getting out of a third party situation. A third party situation could be ending, but what I'm seeing here is pain over the loss of one of those friends or connections. I feel some of you Aquarius is, I feel, maybe has been, okay, this is a cycle too with the moon. I do feel like this is, I'm picking up energy from with these, that there's some of you, not all of you, but some of you have been in like friends with benefit situations for some time, maybe multiple partners. Something's coming in to change that, this cycle or rotation of partners. Some of you might lose, or someone's going to be coming out of that situation. So you could also be an Aquarius that is just done with that. And for some of you, I feel like it might have been even just like a lifestyle to maybe try a polyamorous relationship, open relationship. This open relationship is coming to an end. It's looking like it's becoming too painful for one or a number of the parties. So this is what I'm pretty much seeing, in the form of just kind of the emotions and being in your feelings. If it's not that situation for you, you guys may be single, still may be a bit in your feelings. try to watch your communication. Some of your communication with your feelings, trying to express them, can come out away. But what I'm seeing is like pain and then a process of healing. Pain and a process of healing that some of you are going to be in. So, I mean, this is the death energy too. Death, Four of Spades, Three of Cups. So, just got to be different, Aquarius. I've never started last, but this, okay. A couple of cards came out, but that was too many. So, I'm just going to continue to shuffle here. It just looks like some regrets. It is just like a feeling like you were maybe trying to hold on to too many, or too much, and what I'm seeing is though if it's just like casual dating, you're all having that understanding, but it's like there's at least one person not in agreement with that, and I feel like that's going to cause you some pain. So there might be some loss there. So that's what I want to clarify here. So, okay, in cartomancy, this is like the karma card. And kind of reaping what you sow. So, in that sense, if there was deception on anyone's part to anyone, then it's seeming like it's not going to be working out the way you maybe envisioned it to, or it was going to be fun while it lasts, but it was always going to be some type of crash and burn with the whole situation. So and someone's getting a taste of their own medicine, in the sense of maybe, and see, I went straight here and didn't go here, so forgive me. I'm gonna go here too. Let me give me some clarity with this. Because these look so positive, and I'm gonna get to them, I am. But when I see problem areas, it makes me want to jump to them first. And then I can give you some of what seems to be the biggest concern. So it looks like the very beginnings of the months, October, November, December, there's some type of change going on, transformation ending, or someone pulling themselves out of whatever, because it's illusionary with the moon, in the sense of not seeing things clearly. So Three of Swords can be a decision, but it's a decision. It is definitely a decision, but it's a decision that comes with some pain. So yes, and so what I was getting to too with this, with the death energy, with the death, there's a rebirth. Some of you may, in some ways, maybe take control and silence, or take yourself out of the communication of what's bothering one person or something here. It's just like, either way, it's like in some ways there's just an ending, but it was coming, is what I'm getting to with this. Let's get the overall clarity card, and a whole bunch just want to flip out, and this is the only one that flipped upright. All right, so it's funny because I'm getting to the end of these, and once I started getting to Sagittarius, or I think it was, my cards just started being overactive. So this being a clarifier for your overall energy is like, yeah, again, it's like conflict. There's conflict. You're conflicted. Some of you, it's a conflict, and it's like, you know, it's like somebody's got to go because not everyone is going to stay. And so some of you, but I feel like the one you lose might be the one you were hoping for, or yeah. So, it would be the one who would refuse to put up with it, where it took deception, where it took manipulation to get this person involved in that type of situation. And if once the truth comes out, or they're aware, 'cause this could also be the an intuition, and it could even be your own intuition that something is amiss in some situations, because some things could just be amiss and you feel it, you know it. And when you, so for some of you, you just might be very kind of sensitive to that energy of pain, also to that energy of this, anyone being in a manipulative out for their own gain. There's like a game. This is like a game for somebody. So or it was, and or it is, and it won't be. The game will be over by some point in time. This closing out of 2020. So a little bit of that, and some of you might feel a little bit defensive. You know, it might have you a bit cranky. So especially, so like Aquarius, you have an energy of, you attract a lot of people, friends, different energies. So those energies. Sometimes, though, I feel if you're attracting so much of that and you're not discerning all of that energy, it could be hard to decipher what is real and what is fake in your interactions and your connections with others. So there comes a time when you will need to do maybe a clearing, but it's painful for some of you. It's painful for some of you. That clearing is painful. But for some, that clearing is someone's doing that for you. So you might feel defeated in a sense that something didn't go your way, or it didn't go someone's way, something like this. But again, this is also kind of, again, more, it's change. You see this situation is going to change. I'm gonna leave it at that, because those situations, like who's the other person, it could get messy. So could be a lesson for some of you guys, definitely a lesson for some of you guys, where that's concerned. Some of you are really looking forward to 2021 and things just getting back to normalcy. So I feel like this is almost a sense of just like maybe even as well the climate of the world and what's going on, the restrictions, the feelings of defeat, you know, just of the plans that you might have had that might also, so you just might just feel like this year is a wash, and I really can't wait until 2021. So there could be something in January that you're looking forward to. So the very ends of the months turning into like, because this was yeah, at the very beginning, like of the month, once you're in the month, but then I'm seeing kind of end of month into the next month too. So in the 29, 28, 30, and or the first 5 to 10 days of each month seems to be where there's some deciding factors that come about in your overall. And that's definitely feel like something emotional is going to affect you for a little bit. So Now we got that out the way. This is now couples. Well, I feel like I just have to leave this as it is, because whew, I'm gonna leave that as it is. I don't want to look over there anymore. So home, Hanged Man here, Sun. Now this is for some of you in the fall. This could be some success in finding the apartment you like, finding the house you like, finally closing, being able to move in to a new home. Do have the Ace of Diamonds there. Now, as well too, now I'm kind of seeing a mixture of things. I'm seeing more messages too with love, but there's a change in perspective on what's going on with some of you in a home situation. There is peace after some disagreements or discord, as well as this willingness to work through issues. Some of you might have experienced a kind of, could have been like a life-changing situation or a life-altering situation that really put things into perspective for you and gave you a lot of clarity with this Sun in regards to home or family relationship. So I do see this as a good thing in a form of waiting for a change, or a sacrifice that is made actually turns out to a benefit. It is successful. So there could be a home change or some other as well. You could be turning your home, some space into your home, into some work space. Redecorating as well. Some of you may feel like you just need a new perspective. You're just sick of looking at the house the way it is, so you want to change it. No, that's light and mundane. But overall, I do feel like it's a situation that's working itself out in a good way. And I also see that some of you are going to see a family member that kind of took off, was like kind of doing their own thing, living their own life. I do feel like they're going to be coming to see. Also, so for those of you who've been away from like your hometown for a while, maybe living in a different state or even different country, definitely looking at your home or hometown and with new eyes, seeing people you haven't seen for a long time, how much things have changed, people have changed, people may be even expressing how you have changed, and someone's making a turnaround for the better, and just their overall livelihood. This could also be a prison release for some of you, as far as seeing someone who's been held up for some time. So let's see what we have. Some of you, time away will just give you a new perspective. Yeah, so this is change, another more change and clarity and cutting away a little bit. I feel this is like fresh start energy here. There's something significant coming in with this energy. Again, I'm seeing January is a big, something's going on in January for some of you. but also there's the second week in October. This could be somewhere around this time where there's someone you see you haven't seen in a while. Yeah, I'm getting like the second weeks of October, second week of November, second week of December. This would be around a time where you guys settle in, or you make a clear space, or make a brand new space. So, all right. Let's see. Clarity about what to do too. Some of you could be undecided, just undecided. Period. You'll get your clarity about what it is you're going to do. So looking into the work, looks like busy time for some of you if you're working. Some of you are working to acquire. Some of you work in some type of field where you know the amount of work you put in is dependent on how much money you're going to get paid out. So it's not like a wage job. It could be, so some of you could be quite busy. This also gives me nesting energy with the Empress, Queen of Hearts, and the way they've done this 8 of Clubs and Wands. So some of you just may be in the mind of nesting into motherhood now. Okay, this is what I'm also seeing. Sorry, but it's not for everybody, but for some of you, some situation with a third party, someone could have gotten pregnant, so that could have also been, or is going to be, a deciding factor. Where that could be something where there's a fallout there. So some of you might be feeling like you do need to acquire more work to prepare or support this new birth. So also though, I feel like many of you are going to be very inspired if you haven't already had some type of plan, inspiration, or business to work on your own, or if you already have been working on your own. For some of you, this is a business that's going to really kind of take off, really bring you in some success as you keep at it, and it will keep you busy, because whatever you are going to be offering to the world, it's got the World card here, seems like people will enjoy your love. It will be meeting a need that, or people will be liking what you're selling, or whatever you're doing, whatever services you're giving. Something in communication could be as well. It could be some type of advice, something else that counsels or helps others in some way, as I'm getting that too. So something where you're nurturing as well, nurturing if you're already in some type of care position, healthcare. It's definitely a busy time. Let's see, traveling for work too. Some of you may travel for work. Some of you, I'm seeing some type of missionary thing going on here with the world, and so some of you may be going where the help is needed, to um, I'm also seeing you and this could be a higher up or manager or someone that is that you, it looks like you'll become fast. You'll be profession like cohorts, but you'll also be friends. That's, I'm seeing that too. You'll make kind of fast friends with someone. I'm also seeing that for some of you, there's a surprise coming. Someone around your work could be announcing their pregnancy too. I feel like too, those of you, again, getting into business for yourself, you will be surprised at how well it's received. And there will be a kind of more work than you'll be busier than you expected to, but it'll be a good thing in the form of work, feeling abundant, feeling like you're liking what you're doing. So this is looking like the turn right before Halloween, right before Thanksgiving, right before Christmas. Something here is going on with travel, or some feeling that you're, or for some of you, you're ready to give birth to this idea or plan that you've been working on around those dates or times. Yeah, and yeah, someone, this is like someone you didn't think you'd get along with, you will get along with. All right. So your finances. So World Temperance and Two of Cups, Two of Hearts. This is like 3 cards in one, actually. I'm seeing kind of a few things too with this, and it kind of connecting a little bit, because this is, again, your sense of security. You're not, when I ask for a sense of security, yes, I'm looking for, sorry, I need to adjust this. Yes, your finances and your overall sense of security. For some of you, that could be coming by way of a partner, joining together with someone who's more of an equal in your giving and taking. Some of you, there's a balancing, it's a balancing energy with someone you share resources with. So one of you may be starting a new position or getting some type of promotion that, especially for those of you coupled and married and not in any situations like this, that, you know, it could be that that's something of an improvement for your overall sense of security. There does seem to be an investment here that will reap benefits long term. And if some of you are getting into, well, yeah, some of you could be getting into new forms of investing. And I'm also seeing this as 2 people investing into a business. So this could also be someone you work well together. You could already as well have a relationship with this person. I'm seeing you working with someone where it's more than just your work. You have the work, there's like a number of things. So some of you may be going into some type of work with your partner. For those married or in solid committed relationships, that's what I'm seeing here. Some of you are being patient as well because you know that there's a new beginning with your finances coming. And that could be that January date that I was picking up. That is like, some of you might feel like you just kind of have to suffer through the rest of this year till a specific time, specific date. It could also have to do with the cycle of payments. So this new cycle you're waiting for to come. For some of you, it could be coming in the fall. For some of you, I do feel like it could be that turn of the year. Some of you, your new work, maybe some of you, you'll see either finances you're looking for. Finances you're looking for. Or you're a new job that's starting. Looks like you may be starting it or seeing money you're waiting for in Sagittarius season. Some of you could be like right at the start. Yeah, so this is definitely a form of payment. Whether it's being deposited in your account or whatever it is, it's a form of payment that does seem to be yours. It just might be some time. There might be some patience. Some of you, again, maybe merging your finances with another. Could be merging and working on building with another. And another, again, too, something about investing, pooling your resources together and building. So I'm getting like very, very early. Well, yeah, first week of October, first week of November, or first week of December. That's coming up strongest. First week of December. So I'm gonna leave it here. I was gonna, see if there was, but I don't want to push messages if it is what it is for that situation. But again, everybody's is different. You'll know if it was yours, as far as like the difficult messages. But I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you so much for watching. And if you would like a personal reading, I'm still offering video readings throughout the end of the year. The phone readings, no more. Email, I'll be doing in place of those for the same price. Also going down on the video readings a bit. So again, just for the end of the year. And for those of you new, I'm not on a schedule as far as daily, weekly, or even monthly. But with these seasonal readings, I think I will be keeping these. I will be keeping these. It's always a work that I like to come back to, even though it's not my main. Like, it's not a job for me. It's more of a gift and something I like using. So I come back to this channel for this for sure. But sometimes inspiration comes to me, and if I have the time for to dedicate for the zodiac, you might see a surprise series once in a while. So if that interests you, I'd welcome you to subscribe. If not, just thank you for watching. Take care.